Wyong Lakes have helped out with Gosford and the entrance Paddo Bay with Nelson Bay. Great to see. Gosford, 1 Liz Carls, 2 Liz Carls. Good start, big fella. 5 Lily Mugridge, 6 Sam Hopkinson, 8 Louise Kimpton, 11 Eliza Churchwood, 13 Rhiannon Medcraft, 14 Crystal Ether, Courtney Mitchell 15, Brooke Ashcroft 16, Rebecca O'Malley 20, Sophie D'Amico 21, Trudy Allen 22, Amy Sutis 23, Emma Sutis 24, Madison Kakarowski 30. Now, Holly Gibbons in 1, Jessica Lucas 25, Kerry Churchwood 33 and Zanita Pereira in 31. They are the late ins for the Gosford Footy Club. Nelson Bay, 3 Jessie Jones, 5 Joanna Wilson, 8 Madison Mulder, 11 the representative captain for our league, Caitlin Holland, the great Kate Holland, 14 Emma Kelly, 16 Natasha Fleet, 20 my mate and our mate Gemma Astley, 24 Megan Walmsley, 26 Ange McGrath, 27 Bryony Solomon and Tanisha McGrath. Now the top-up players. Ellen Allright in 1, Louise O'Rourke in 9, Tracy Allen 40, Zoe Elfeld in 30 and Shana Downey 28. We've got 2 club umpires and Zali Mertens doing the central umpiring today. We're at Adcock Park in West Gosford. When we got here, it was actually quite sunny and clear, but there's quite cloudy, and it's coming from the weather behind those cars are in the distance there. That's where the weather is coming from. And just about ready to get going here. Not far away from first bounce at all. Reckon that Nelson Bay might be running right to left, but we'll just get a sort out here. Kate Holland over there at centre half back in her usual domain. So Nelson Bay look like they're running right to left. Gemma Astley going into the centre. I wonder whether Gem's going to play in the ruck here. Maybe not. Maybe Mulder will. We'll have a look. There's Gemma in 20. And I reckon Gemma might be taking first ruck here. Just about ready to rock and roll. AFL HCC Women's Competition. Gosford and Nelson Bay. David Redden and Kendall Mulder with you. Away we go at Adcock Park. Gemma Astley up. Was that an infraction from the first bounce? It was. So there's been an infraction. One of our clubs is now on a warning. And that must be a 5-5-5 ruling. So away we go. Back to the centre. Hopkinson and Astley in the ruck. Away we go. Gemma gets that one tap down. Off to Mulder. Double hand tap out. D'Amico over there gets a right hand handball. Tapped out here. Combox side. Kakarowski at the bottom. Not pushing the back there. Good play. Mitchell, I think, in there. A funny out handball comes out to Astley. Gemma gets it on that right foot and thumps it inside the 50. Marking contest. Over there in 36 is McGrath. Quick kick coming out. That's a goal! Kendall, can you just go back to who kicked that for me, please? Yeah, it's the Bond player on the left-hand side. This play here, I'll just get her to turn around in a minute. Yeah, if we can just stay on her for a minute, Kendall, that's exactly who's kicked that goal, and I'll get it all right for everybody. Goal to start off with to Nelson Bay. What a start for them. And I'll come back to that if I have to and get that player's number for you later on. So Nelson Bay are 6 and Gosford yet to score. I'll have a goal for an unknown player there at the moment and leave that in there. So it's 1 straight to yet to score. Waiting on something to happen here. Football to come back. So that football's gone a long way. Slight breeze right to left on screen, and this is not a long ground here at Adcock Park. Great start for Nelson Bay. Their first foray in attack and results in a goal straight away. Yes, Kendall's putting the jacket on, and I've got the blanket on already. It is quite cool here and cooling rapidly at Adcock Park. Astley and Hopkinson back to the centre. Zali Mertens with the football. Away we go. Up they go. Astley, another right-hand tap down. She's done well on the 2 tap-outs so far. Kakarowski gets bundled out of there by Jones. Coming wide. Out there is Sophie D'Amico. Gets a handball out. Kakarowski gets the ball down left-footed. 28 is Downey in the TBB shorts. Gets it out. Taps it out. Still trying to... Umpire's controlling to play on. Continued on here. Comes out. Almost going to call a holding the ball. Hopkinson's in. Zali Merton said, I'll have that football, thank you. About 2.5 minutes gone here, first quarter. HCC AFL Women's Competition, Gosford and Nelson Bay from Adcock Park in West Gosford. Kendall Clawson and David Redden here with you. Lucas Holmes to join us later on after his umpiring stint at Fayen Oval this morning. Mulder gets that ball out. Quick kick comes out. Gets it into the forward line for Nelson Bay. I think there's been a whistle. Yes, there has. Now, I think there's a free kick. Zali Mertens has found a free kick here to Gosford. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what for. Perhaps over the shoulder. Sophie D'Amico gets that football and thumps it down the ground. Almost a mark to Holland. Down to Astley. Away goes Gemma. She'll go long. Goes to the three-quarter wedge. Can't quite get it. Pick it up at the first tap. This is the player that kicked the goal first up, and she's been pinged for holding the ball. So that was Mulder who's kicked that first goal. So Mulder kicked the first goal. I'll go and adjust that on our screen, and we've got that now. So Madison Mulder, first goal for Nelson Bay. Out there to Mugridge, takes a mark on the outer flank. Down the line, good kick. Oh, bad call by me. Out of bounds to the full, and the representative captain, Caitlin Holland, takes the football and plays on. No one on the mark. Slack marking Gosford. Ball continues on down towards the 50-metre line for Nelson Bay. It's actually a 40-metre line here at Adcock. Ball gets tapped out. 9 is O'Rourke from one of the top-up players. Umpire says, and I haven't got that umpire listed on my sheet here, so 2 central umpires. Astley thumps that forward. She's killing it in the ruck. Turns around the right and puts it straight back down the middle of the ground. Dangerous. Crash ball. Both players going at that, putting the head over it. Kakarovsky trying to use the size. And there was O'Rourke in 9. Gemma Astley for a 4th kick already this morning. Going over Mulder's head. Oh, well played. That was Kelly. Goes through traffic. 3 was Jones from Nelson Bay. Good tackle. Thank you. Coming down the line. Kicks that the wrong way. Does Flint. Helping Nelson Bay. Should get a handball off there. Does. To McGrath. Can't quite bend down and pick it up. Now she does. Immediately tackled by Redcraft. Umpire says throw it in, please. About 5 minutes gone here. Quarter number 1. Adcock Park in West Gosford. Nelson Bay 1 straight 6. Leading Gosford yet to score. Kendall Clausen and David Redden here with you on Bar TV. This afternoon's game, Gosford and Wyong Lakes in the Black Diamond Cup from 1:55. Ball's allowed to bounce. 1 is right. Almost a push in the back there against Kakarovsky. Not paid. Puts a shepherd on. Out of there's Pereira. Caitlin Holland ghosts down the right side. Thumps it forward. Mark missed there by Allen. Short kick comes out. Almost to the centre wing. Mark not quite taken. That's a one-hand handball. Should have been pinged. Wasn't. Out they come. Madison Kakarovsky thumps that ball forward. Kate Holland underneath it. 24 was Sutis in Emma Sutis. Holland will get this one and wheel around on that thumping right foot of hers. Kicks it long. 45 metres from Caitlin. Marking contest. McGrath's up there. Couldn't quite take it. Little short kick comes back inside. And a good mark taken there by Holly Gibbons. I think I might have been miscalling Holly Gibbons, one of the top-up players from Wyong Lakes. Well done to the Maggies for lending players. Kate Holland takes the chest mark. Careers through the middle. Looks for her best mate, Gemma Astley. Gemma gets it on her left. Gets smothered at ground level. Oh, good tackle put on there. Not held. Kate Holland in there with Astley. Well done, Gibbons. He's got a lot of kicks early on. Thumps it forward. Kick goes almost directly straight up in the air. Tapped out by Gibbons. Out to Hopkinson. Good tackle made there by Downey. Should have been paid as holding the ball. Wasn't. 9 is O'Rourke. Gets it going forward for the Marlins. And Wright couldn't control it. Centre wing. Nelson Bay 1 straight 6. Gosford yet to score. 7 minutes gone, roughly thereabouts in the first quarter. Gemma Astley's nominated for the ruck along with Sam Hopkinson. Watch Ashley try and use a body here and get Hopkinson out of the way. She can't. The ball goes too far. Gemma's smothered off the boot by Gibbons, who's been just about the best player on the ground early on. Along with Astley. Can't quite pick it up. Now they do. That's a throw, not paid. Coming out of there was O'Rourke. Over there tries to put a little check side kick on it. It's not really effective because it sets Gosford away. Away go the Tigers. Now along to half forward. Kicked off the ground was clever thinking. Over here is Churchwood. Oh, puts a step on Kerry Churchwood. Goes to the left foot. Desperation tackle by Holland. And the ball goes out of bounds right over there to where there's 637,000 netballers playing today. Or has Kate Holland actually got a free kick for an effective tackle? I think so. That's what Mertens has paid. Desperation there from Holland. That's one of her traits. Of course, a grand final with Nelson Bay in 2:16, Kate Holland, along with Gemma Astley, in one of the best games of football you will ever see. Picked off there, almost going over the mark. This is O'Malley. Kicks it about 35 metres down the line, and Kate Holland takes her third or fourth mark this morning already. Holland looking centrally. Can be quite graceful when she gets going, Holland. She can play. Don't worry about that. League captain. Tapped out here. Well done by Ilfeld. Stepping over it. Goes backwards of the handball. Ball should have been taken there by Walmsley. Puts the side under pressure. Good tackle. Gemma Astley, left-hand handball. Gets it away legitimately. Hopkinson trying to put a weight in. Handball comes out. Could be in trouble, Kelly. Almost went on a pirouette. One-hand handball. Out here to Wilson. Goes off the ground. It's partially smothered. Out of there to Jones. Jones gets it going to the cricket block. And away go the Marlins again into attack. McGrath all over it on the corner of the square. Maddie Kakarowski dumps it forward for the Tigers. Can they take that mark? They can't. Hopkinson controlling it. Steps inside nicely. Then smothered it right off the boot very cleverly by Kelly. Gemma's in there. Don't want to get tackled by Gemma. She'll whack her. Good tackle up Astley. Ball comes out and ball held in. Zolly Merton said that'll be mine. About halfway through quarter number one. Adcock Park in West Gosford. Nelson Bay 1 straight 6. Gosford yet to score. Astley again a good jump and leap. Kakarowski breathes it best. Gets a handball out. That's holding the ball and she called over the shoulder. Shoulder first. Fair enough. This is Kimpton taking a free kick for over the shoulder. Just outside 50. That's a play on court. That was what she stopped for. At the back, ball goes to ground. Where are the Rovers? Kakarowski. Chance for Maddie. Can she get it towards goal? They're all sitting there, standing off at a touch. Kate, there's enough to go off the ground. Wait for the goal umpire, please. I'm not sure if it's been touched or if this Gosford play here on the left, Kendall's kick to goal. They're not sure, having a consultation period here. It's a behind. Behind to Gosford, so it's called touched. Gosford, 1 point. You got that, Kendall, 6-1. You agree with me there? 1 straight 6, Nelson Bay. 1 point, Gosford. 11 minutes gone. Quarter number one plays on immediately from... That's a thumping kick. Gets it out almost to in line with the square. And I think a free kick, or is it 50 metres for encroachment? It is. Merton's chopping out a 50 metres. So Nelson Bay are going to go long into attack after encroachment at the kick-in. Comes 45 degrees, Combox side's got Ilfeld in lots of room as she can get the ball. Steps inside, away she goes, Zoe. Onto the left foot, dumps it inside 50. Good long kick. Mulder's got a chance here. Kick her second. Can she pick it up? Now she does. Goes backwards. Shot at goal comes out. Where's that ball going to roll? Oh, amazingly stays in play. They're all chasing now. Someone needs to put on a tackle. Does, just gets a kick away. Chance, Mulder again. Shanks it right. Goes over McGrath's head. Ball still in play. D'Amico's leading the way here. She's pretty solid play, D'Amico. Gets it out. Over there to right for Nelson Bay. O'Malley just gets it out. McGrath putting an effective tackle on. McGrath again trying to bend down. And then a short kick comes out to the wing. Goes to ground. Got to stay on your feet if you can. O'Rourke, that's almost over the shoulder. Yes, they're calling over the shoulder. Umpire said, nah, that'll be mine, thanks. 12 minutes gone first quarter. Nelson Bay up by 6 points. Good bump out there by Hopkins in the ruck contest. Very fair. Handball comes out. O'Rourke, shot at goal. I think it may be out of bounds to the full, and is. Free kick to Gosford deep in the pocket. Over there near Central Coast forward. It is a free kick, Gosford. And who's going to take it here? D'Amico's got the ball. She wasn't the closest. Emma Sudis was. Funny wobbly old kick comes out. Goes 7 different directions. Gemma Astley straight through. Gemma's a chance from there. Astley! Off to the side, behind. Nelson Bay 1-1-7. Gosford 1 behind. 13 minutes gone first quarter. Adcock Park in West Gosford. We've got 2 games on Bar TV today. Gosford and Nelson Bay, followed in the Black Diamond Cup by a massive game for Gosford at home. Gosford and Wine Lake, Central Coast Derby. The two do not like each other. Will be a good afternoon. Stay with us on Bar TV. O'Rourke's read that. She's a lefty. What a superb tackle. That should be a free kick. And he's well done there by Kimpton. Chased her down and earns a free kick for holding the ball. Oh, that coffee's good, Michael. Thank you. Missing the mark there was Mitchell. Can they pick it up? Needs to get a quick handball out to Ilfeld if she can. Second crack at it, gets it out. Mulder leading the way. Oh, almost a push in the back against Maddie. Plays on. Sitting at the back, he head over the football. Almost for O'Rourke, could have got over the head. I thought Ilfeld just misses the tackle. Straight down the combox wing, right in front of us. Reading it best, steps inside beautifully, did Flint. Might have been a premiership player as well, actually. Come to think of it. O'Rourke over there. Ball, a little tight handball. It's tough in tight. Umpire says, push in the back, Nelson Bay. So this will be Flint's free kick for a push in the back. Zali Mertens has called a push in the back. Flint, ordinary kick, only goes 25 metres. And away comes Gibbons. He should put a step on here. Has a bounce. Nice dose of arrogance there. Steps inside, does Walmsley. Gets it out, goes 45 degrees. And picked off nicely. Hello, boys. How are you? Good. Got the hair done for later on this afternoon, have you? Very good. All the makeup and hair being done by our players in the Black Diamond Cape later on. Ball goes long and wide. Over McGrath's head, not for the first time. O'Rourke reads it best. Gets it going forward. Where's Mulder? Here's Mulder right now. She's got the football, almost pushing the back. Gibbons, who's been BOG this afternoon, she's been outstanding. Gets it onto the block. Just goes off the block. Caitlin Holland reads it best, as she often does. Good tackle playing on Malley. Holland pushing the back, I thought, against Kate. Not paid. Another push in the back. That one's paid. Picked up there. Hopkinson being the person in front. Gets the ball on the cricket block. We've gone about 15 and 3/4 minutes into the first quarter. 6 points of difference. Nelson Bay up by one straight kick. 1-1-7 to one behind. Good long kick. Gets it up towards 50. Should be a chest mark taken nicely by Flint, who's been very solid at fullback today. Comes out combox side. Looking for and finding nicely. Over here, is that Walmsley? No, it's not. This is Jones. Gets it going forward. Poor kick, however, picked off by the Tigers. They're at half-back flank. Off one step, gets it going forward. Bit of a helicopter. Makakarovsky's been really good in using her body today. Gets it into the forward line. What have the Tigers got? She's got space over there. Can they stay on their feet? Good tackle made. And a free kick paid. And that's going to be to one of the top-up players, Downey, for holding without the ball. And that kick is given against Amy Sutis. Comes combox side. She's going to go handball to Kate Holland. Could do worse than go to the great Kate. Kicks it short. Picked off, however. Commentators Moz now. Is that 50? It must have been called play on. There must have. If that was called play on, there should have been a ball up. That play did not know. And 50 for dissent. Well, in my mind, a series of errors there. I thought the player had a right to have a ball up, but she shouldn't have given dissent. And Mertens is giving them a nice, generous 50 here. Flint could almost get that ball into the square from there. And no one on the mark again. Goes to the right side. Should be a chest mark taken. Missed. Another chance. At goal and goes through. That's Eleanor Wright, one of the top-up players. Goal there to Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay, 2-1-13. And Gosford, one behind. That's a goal to Wright. And also a goal to Mulder. So good work there from Nelson Bay, working off the 50-metre penalty. Not long now to go in the first quarter. About 2 minutes to go. A lot of people. This is a very busy precinct in the Central Coast around here. Netball over the side here. Lots of shops around here. Lots and lots of people around. Good atmosphere. If you've got 10, 15 minutes, come down and watch some footy and enjoy some good afternoon here at Adcock Park. Gemma Astley's having a rest now. Flint's gone onto the ball. Wright gets that ball out. Hopkinson has been very solid in the ruck. Gets a kick out. Comes wide. Ilfeld really at best. Can she pick it up? Now she can. Gets a little handball out legitimately. Goes again. Second effort. Well done. Thumps it forward. Where are the forwards? Roving best was Solomon. That's O'Rourke, who's got quite a few kicks this morning. D'Amico, got to stay in their feet. She's dragged that in. She could be in strife. Ball comes out. O'Malley. Little short kick comes out, is good, and then Hopkinson plays on, and he's gone. Excellent tackle made by Kelly. That's a beauty, right around the hips. Lovely tackle. Maybe about a minute to go, minute and a half left in the quarter. Can Nelson Bay score again? Kate Holland's on the fly. Kate Holland, lovely left foot step. No left foot, however. Turns around on a thripney bit, gets it going forward again. Where are the markers? And takes it. And Wright's got a chance at his second goal this quarter. Right at the depth of the quarter. Needs to go back and go through her processes. Taking your time, right. Chops it up forward and kicks it. Second goal of the quarter to Wright. And Nelson Bay, 3-1-19. Gosford, 1 point. Very good end of the quarter here from the Marlins. They'll be very happy at their first quarter break. 18 points of difference now. Nelson Bay up. Lovely. They've kicked goals in the 16th and 18th minutes, and that's the way to finish a quarter off. Gemma Astley back onto the ball. Gibbons and Gibbons there, the Wyong Lakes player, who's doing outstanding. Marking up here with Wright, the dual goal kicker. Suggests that Gemma will come over the top here and get this out. Does. Lovely right hand. Thumps it out. Mulder in there. Gibbons, first time she's been tackled today. Getting it going forward, Gossett, straight down the centre where they need to be. Flint, outstanding in first quarter football for Nelson Bay. Terrific dash, Flint. Chasing this ball across is one of the top up players, Lucas from Wyong Lakes. O'Rourke puts a tackle on, not before our handballs effectively come out of there. Another tackle, O'Rourke. Third effort, well done. Wright, who's already kicked two, shanks that a bit. Goes over the top, falls at the feet of, and Gibbons is there roving in. She would have 12 or 13 possessions this morning. Mark taken by Kelly. Gets it going forward. A perfect pass, actually, outstanding. Picks up Bryony Solomon. Now, she's got a chance at kicking a goal here. It will test her. Gosford should be rushing back trying to stop this kick. Solomon's going to kick from just inside the arc, I reckon. Gets it up in the air, and all they've got to do is touch it, and that's the end of the quarter. So, Nelson Bay, 3-1-19. Gosford, 1 behind. Goals to Eleanor Wright, 2, and 1 to Madison Mulder. Kendall and I will be back with you after a couple of minutes break here at Adcock Park. both right, Kendall. Welcome back here to Adcock Park with a special guest, League Ruckman, Braden Toss. Braden, first of all, congratulations on your performance in the League Representatives fixture. Players play. Did you enjoy the whole experience?
Yeah, thanks, David. I loved it. It was a goal of mine from the start of the year. Well, probably throughout my whole footy season, and I finally got a chance to have a go, and I played some good footy and got around the boys, so loved it.
An interesting position for you to play key in defence. It was. I remember speaking to Nathan the Harkness. He said, "No, do you think Toz can handle the backs?" And I said, "I think he can." And you really did very well. There were some pretty handy plays there from the South Coast, I thought.
Yeah. They led well. Their delivery wasn't as good as ours was, essentially to the forward line. But I played fullback before in junior years and stuff, so I've been there before, but it's been a bit rusty. So I'll take it though.
Did you play? When you played in Sydney, did you play in defence or did you play on the ball mostly in your time in Sydney?
I started in centre half back, to be honest, for about 2 years, and then when it came seniors, I was like backup ruckman, and then got a blunder of a game, stuck there, and stayed there ever since, really.
Now tell me today, the POG was named as an emergency. Is the POG play or the POG not play?
I think that's just going to be a surprise, I think, for the boys. So.
No POG?
I'm
devastated there's no POG playing today. He's a mate of mine. Listen, mate, look, congratulations on your performance and again this season, but it's great to see you going so well in rep football. Yeah. Have a good day, looking forward to calling you, and all the best for the rest of the season. How's the family going, mate? How's Dad?
Yeah, he's keeping busy, keeping good, so yeah, he's around here. He'll be here probably 5 minutes before the game, so he'll be here. So
I'm glad that's okay. Well, again, well done on your superb performance in the rep football. Yeah. How you knocked down those points, I'm not quite sure. You did a very good job with play starting here right in the centre with Gemma Astley. But, Braden, thanks for giving us your time. Have a great day today and enjoy the season again.
Thank you.
Very proud of you, mate. Well done.
Cheers.
Good on you, Braden. Thanks, mate. Braden Toss there having a bit of a catch-up. League representative, ruckman and fullback. And, of course, one player there earlier on the year at Pasterfield Complex when the HCC defeated South Coast in the inaugural game between the two leagues. We'll head down to Wollongong next year to play representative football. But we thank Braden Toz for his time. Back to the centre, same score. Nelson Bay up by 18 points. With, amazingly, the sun coming out now, which is nice to see. It's only a touch warmer. Can't complain. It was supposed to be belting down with rain today, and it hasn't arrived yet. Walmsley. Gosford going forward. Flint, who's been very, very good, but that ball's going to be out of bounds over on that far forward pocket here at a rather short ground. It's only about 135 metres long, Adcock Park. Just to give you a bit of indication, the Docklands in Melbourne's about 161 long, the MCG about 163. So you're talking 20 to 25 metres shorter. The SCG, where the Swans played so well last night, is about 154, 155 long. Almost a free kick should have been paid there to Gosford, I thought. That breeze is getting nice and cool. Gibbons, who's been terrific, the top-up player from Wynlock, she really has been very good. Walmsley. Gibbons, well done. Should be a free kick, Holly. And has been paid. So Gibbons is having a very, very good game. This would be her 10th, 12th possession, I reckon. Going really well. Goes down the line. Good. No, Hopkinson dropped it right at the last with pressure from Kelly. Conversation corner at halftime. I've got a special guest for you to come and have a chat. And we're going to talk about the week in the AFL, a couple of other things in footy, maybe a couple of other things in sport as well. We'll have a longer conversation corner than normal. We'll have a very quick break and be back into it. Gosford a chance here. Great tackle, Gemma Astley, right at the death, and it possibly saved a goal for a side. Gosford 2 behinds. Nelson Bay 3-1-19. About 3 minutes gone. Quarter number 2 here at Adcock Park. Hello, we can just see you there. You need to go back if you want to get away from the camera, right? Eleanor Wright gets a little short kick out. Got to get rid of it. Does. Buffet it out of it. Nelson Bay need that ball out, but it doesn't go out. Walmsley, D'Amico. Goes backwards to the handball, back to right. Needed it first time. That's a throw. Not picked up, unfortunately. Walmsley has run a distance. Run too far now. Gone. Didn't have a bounce. And that's 50 metres because she's dropped the ball. Goodness me, that's tough, but they're the rules. Holly Gibbons didn't make that tackle and wasn't the closest, but she's going to take a 50, and Gosford may end up kicking a goal out of this as our tent starts to get blown by a rather strong sou'easter here that's just cropped up. Michael George's Sydney Morning Herald has gone all over Australia. Gibbons, with a kick, should put Gosford on the board. And has. Great work, Gibbons. So, goal to Gosford off a 50-metre penalty. Holly Gibbons kicks that goal. Gosford 1-2-8. Nelson Bay 3-1-19. With thanks to our sponsors, Hunter Haval, Belmont 16-footers, ISC, and Bar TV. unfortunate sequence of events there, with Walmsley running too far, then throwing the ball away. Umpire get left with no choice but to give a 50-metre penalty. Holly Gibbons, who's been just about the best player on the ground so far. Ball tapped out. Gosford with a bit of a run at it at the moment. Going along okay. Thumped into attack by Hopkinson. Sudis, left footer. And a behind. Gosford 1-3-9. Nelson Bay 3-1. You agree with that, Kendall? 19-9. Happy with that? Thank you, mate. Astley set us up here. They should kick it to Gemma. She's got a height and size advantage out there, this flank. Flint pointing to her to go down the line. Tries to get it to Gemma. Hits her right on the hands. McGrath buffeted out of that by a smaller player in Hopkinson. O'Malley trying to pick the ball up. And well cleared by Kelly. Comes out Combox side. Over here in the headgear's got the chance here. And that was, I don't have a 13 on my list, so I'm not sure who that is. I'm very sorry. I haven't been given a number 13. Yes, I have. I beg your pardon. Rhiannon Medcraft. That was in the blue headgear. Gosford 1-3. You back together? He's got his paper. It went all over the shop with a gust of breeze. And the city, as those of you that are New South Welsh know, the Sydney Morning Herald on a Saturday is a big paper. Hopkinson tries to pick it up out the ruck contest. Can't. Gemma Astley couldn't pick the ball up. Very tight in under. Nelson Bay can't afford a free kick. Out to Gemma. Dumps it forward. She really does have a very strong right boot. And well marked there. I reckon that might be D'Amico. In 21 it is. Here's a bit of a giveaway. Looks at going square with a handball. Does. Good step, Kakarowski. Beats a tackle and kicks it forward. Real chance for Gosford again. Gibbons is roving. Danger, Gibbons! Misses to the left, I reckon. Wait for the goal umpire behind. Gosford really going well at the moment. 1-4-10. Nelson Bay just hanging on. 3-1-19. About 7 minutes gone in the second quarter. Well, thanks to Braden Toss having a quick catch-up with us. We'll see Braden playing later on today in the Black Diamond Cup. Flint plays on, goes wide. Ball dragged in there. Gibbons, oh, good tackle. I bet you that's Gemma Astley. And he's excellent tackle, Astley. Surely that's it is a free kick to Gemma, holding the ball. And 50 for Mouth, I reckon. Either in encroachment or descent. And this is not wise because Gemma Astley can hit the square from where the umpire ends up. She's a thumping right foot kick, Gemma. Of course, an Australian Indigenous representative in cricket. Seam up, bowls first change for Australia. Thumps the ball down the line. Almost a mark there to Jones. Ilfeld in there. She's got quite a few kicks today. Holland's gone forward. Holland trying to get onto a right foot. Does now onto a right hand anyway. Solomon, one-hand handball. Gosford at least making an effort with their tackling. Someone got actually kicked in the abdomen there with a kick off the ground. Double-handed fist comes out. Haitland dispossesses Mitchell. And a free kick given. Now, that's an interesting one. I didn't think a tackle was made. I'm sure Kate Holland punched the ball out of her hands. But Zali Mertens has decided that Kate Holland has a free kick. And Kate Holland is well within kicking distance here. Out there in the deep forward pocket. Don't be surprised to see Kate Holland run around to her right here and open up the angle. No, she's not going to bother. Head over the football and misses to the right. Nelson Bay, 3-2-20. Gosford, 1-4-10. About 9 minutes gone, quarter number 2, Adcock Park in West Gosford. Gosford and Nelson Bay. That player in 40 was over the well over the mark, and that should be 50 and is. So the umpires picked up. Michael, you asked me a question last night about the distance that a marker has to be at the square. That was an infraction in that the player was only right at the edge of the square, and it's got a 50-metre penalty because of that. Well picked up, Zali Mertens, right on the ball. One of our good young umpires, Zali Mertens. Only 16 years of age, so a lot of promise. Emma Sudis gets that ball out. Ordinary old kick. Medcraft with her hands, gets it out effectively. Well done, Kelly. Right. Kicks it to herself cleverly. She's kicked to already. Where's Kate Holland? Out of play at the moment. D'Amico drops that. Kate Holland's trying to get on her feet. Does now. Right. Smothered off the boot very well. This is Walmsley in 24, and this is Mulder pushing the back, I thought, and paid. Madison Mulder in front and was pushed in the back. Zully Merton's in the correct position. This will test Mulder. There's a bit of a breeze coming up now, almost straight into a face, actually. Good shots here on Kendall's camera. Perfect angle. Mulder kicks it straight. Where's the distance? Fell short. Sutis tapped out of there by Kate Holland. Free kick was paid for that exact same disposal a minute ago. Kakarovsky clears the danger area, and away go the Tigers again. Oh, well done, Ilfeld. She's got a good left foot. Dumps it back forward. Where's Caitlin Holland? Coming into play just on the right-hand side is Holland. Suitors. Little grubber kick, gets 20 metres. Dump back forward. Holland's at the back there. Good mark, D'Amico. Had to take that mark or else Holland runs into an open goal. D'Amico plays on down the right side of the ground. Half-back flank for the Tigers. Drag that in. She's in trouble if they make a tackle. It comes out. Umpire Merton says, mine, thank you. Halfway through quarter number 2. It's 10 points of difference in favour of the Marlins. Kendall Clausen and David Redden with you at Adcock Park in West Gosford. McGrath made no attempt at that contest and will be a free kick to Hopkinson because of it. She just ran straight at Hopkinson with no eye at the ball, and that's not in the rules. Hopkinson kicks it down the line, and good mark taken out there. There we go. Back in shot there. Thanks, Kendall. Ball comes square, picked up there by Kelly. Does well. She's been okay today, Kelly. She's gone to centre half back. Thumps it forward. Where are the Rovers? Kakarovsky misses the mark. Uses that real strong torso of hers to effect. Bumps the player off and gets a good 40-metre kick. Out here towards Ilfeld and O'Malley. O'Malley goes Ronaldo tactics and gets Metcalf. Away goes Metcalf. Down to the forward flank for the Tigers. Ball still in play. Flint trying to put a tackle on, now out of bounds, centre wing. Or just in front of centre wing, actually. Half forward flank for the Tigers. 10 points the difference. The only goal this quarter for Holly Gibbons from Gosford. Ball goes over the top. Plays smart enough to let it bounce. Gemma Astley waiting to see what Medcraft does. Perhaps she should have gone into that contest. Medcraft gets it out. Good mark. Flint, who's been outstanding at fullback, goes out of side. Down the line. Right. McGrath kicks it as far as she can. Picked off by Gibbons. Goodness me, if Gibbons is out of the list of players at Wine, like she realised how strong they are. She's had an outstanding day, Gibbons. Out of there from Flint. Ilfeld dumps it forward as far as she can. Almost nutmegs Gibbons, but she's good enough to pick it up. Little short kick smothered by McGrath. In comes Allen. No, sorry, that wasn't Allen. That was I have to get who that player was. I'll come back to you for that one. Might have been Pereira. Kelly just gets a kick away. Puts a left-hand fend on. Flying down through the centre. Needs to kick that long. Doesn't. Shanks it right and badly. Gosford tow it forward. Might go again with the soccer tactics. Does. 25 is Jessica Lucas from one of the top-up players. Does a good job. Solomon should have been paid a free kick for being legged. Oh, good mark there. She's been quite solid today, Emma Kelly. Nice hands. Hits Gemma Astley. Perfect pass. Gemma takes a comfortable chest mark at half-back flank. Don't go short, Gem. I'd be going long. Does. Thumping kick. Goes 50. Beautifully marked chest mark Kakarovsky. Kate Holland's allowed to be that close because she's chasing a player. Comes Combox side. Goes wide to Gibbons. Should have an advantage at ground level. Does. Gets the ball through. Astley chases after her. Gibbons a second touch. She'd be almost at 20 touches now today. Ball comes to ground to Carls. Medcraft pushed over by Flint. Legally, says the umpire. That's a push in the back. And missed. I thought that Flint fell fair square in the middle of Medcraft's back. That's what Medcraft's asking. Umpire said nope. McGrath's the nominated ruck here along with Hopkinson. McGrath left-handed gets that out. Gibbons gets a handball out. This point, close of tension of Downey. Downey goes in and gets another ball. Kate Holland's gone back. Out she comes, the league rep captain. One bounce. and dumps it forward. Gemma's gone forward there, dragged out of that by one arm, I thought. Kate Holland, good tackle. And gone, and she's hurt her. Churchwood is hurt here. Play will stop. And it looks like she's got some kind of head injury, actually. It was a big, strong contest from Holland. Nelson Bay legend Donnie Spencer's in there with Churchwood, Eliza Churchwood. And she's up and about, and she's okay. Kate Holland, once Zali Mertens calls the play in, she'll be right, and she's telling everybody that's good. So again, that's the third time today there's been no one on the mark. Kate Holland kicks it deep into attack. Where are the Rovers? Where are the forwards? Ball just bounces in the open pasture. Solomon! Right, so an impossible angle and kicks it behind. Nelson Bay 3-3-21. Gosford 1-4-10. 15 minutes gone, quarter number 2. Adcock Park in West Gosford on Bar TV, where your game is the main game. Thanks to our sponsors, Central Coast Physiotherapy, Subway Morrison, ISC, Awards Are Us, and Tyre Power, supporters of our umpires. Suitus runs out the square, trying to find Gibbons, and she ends up getting the ball. Holly Gibbons taps it out in front and gets an effective kick out. Well done, Gibbons. Beat a couple of players. Who's at the back here? Ball into the open. Good little nudge out there. Kate Holland's going to get a handball. Puts a lovely little step on and uses the left foot. Well done, Kate. I've had a go at you for not having a left today. Well done. McGrath can't pick it up. Uses a bulk to push him out. Nutmegs Mulder. This is Kelly, who's been very good this quarter. Thumps it forward. Where are the forwards for the Marlins? Missed there by O'Rourke. She's kept it out in front of her. Kakarowski trying to use her body again. Solomon. Handball out. D'Amico. Out towards Maddie Kakarowski. Off the left foot. Chance for Mulder. She's got a player over there in the pocket. Don't reckon that was who she was trying to hit, but Jones is going to get a chance at the ball. Should be a Shepherd. There's Jones's chance. Gets it up towards the goal. Who's in front? And almost a one-handed at Churchwood. That's a good mark. Good to see him back playing after copying a big knock from Kate Holland. Churchill's looking at her options, throws it on the boot, kicks it like a rugby league player. Coming out of there is Kelly, gets a handball out, good tackle Gibbons. Little short kick comes out. They need to get the ball in Gibbons' hands as much as they can. Fair contest there, no tackle made, and will be a ball up. Gemma Astley's going to go into this ruck contest, I'm assuming with Samantha Hopkinson, I'm sorry. Gemma gets it out right-handed. Jones goes Ronaldo tactics, not overly effective. Wormsley a handball out. In there is Hopkinson. Goes to the left foot at short in tight quarters. Well done. Kelly. That's holding the ball, I think. Not paid. That was an umpire's whistle. Oh, yeah. Zali Mertens did pay that holding the ball decision behind. So fair enough. Kelly tried to beat a tackle and couldn't. Might be coming combox wing. Does. Out here towards Mugridge, and she takes the mark in front of Gemma Astley. Sorry, that's Mitchell in front of Astley. Average kick only goes 25 metres. Gibbons, beaten by the bounce, comes back. Very good at ground level. Off to Kakarowski, who's been very strong for Gosford today. Gets it up towards the cricket block. It's anybody's ball. Picked up by Eiffeld. And away she goes. Careers down the centre of the ground. And a perfect kick to O'Rourke. Well done, Elfeld. And O'Rourke's going to have a chance at goals. No, she's going to not go for goals. She's got a player on in the pocket. And it's picked off beautifully by Sophie D'Amico. She was trying to find Solomon, but well read D'Amico. Maybe a minute and a half left in this quarter. Nelson Bay have steadied a bit. Gosford were very strong in the first part of the quarter. O'Malley, that's a good tackle by Mulder and will be paid, I reckon. Very good tackle. Stretching out and just get hands on her. Ball comes down the line. Into the pocket. Nelson Bay looking for a late goal as they did in the first quarter. Anyone's ball at the moment. Even contest. Thumped forward by Flint. What's she doing up there? And picked off by the best player on the ground, Holly Gibbons. Goes off to her right. Kicks it as far as she can. Touched. O'Malley a chance at the back. Ilfeld. O'Malley's in there. Gets it coming out square. Anybody's ball. Kelly shanks the kick terribly. Kick goes underneath. Attempt its mother from Gemma. 26 is McGrath. Angelina McGrath. Sorry, there's two McGraths out there. And umpire says that'll be mine. Not long left in quarter number 2. We'll have a short 1 or 2 minute break and come back for Conversation Corner. Good tap out. Hopkinson has been very good. Kate Holland flies down the middle. Gemma Astley should have a bounce. Does. 1. She can have another? No, she goes long, long, long. Where are the markers? Where are the Rovers? Not much for the Marlins in attack this quarter, to be quite honest. Oh, chance now. Jones! Jones! Picked off Sophie D'Amico right in the last line of defence for Gosford, as she so often does. Jones chasing along with Mulder. Can't pick it up. Got to stretch that back just a bit more. Got to tap it out. Doesn't. Out there from Churchwood. O'Malley, who's been quite deft on the wing today. Over there to Carls. Hopkinson in all sorts. Just gets a kick away legally. Medcraft gets the hands up. Should be doing very well to beat Kate Holland in a one-on-one contest. And for the third or fourth time today, Kate Holland puts on an effective tackle. Caitlin will not realise how far it is to go. She can probably kick it from there and gives the ball up. So that's the end of quarter number 2. Nelson Bay 3-3-21. Gosford 1-4-10. We'll have a couple of ads and come back for Conversation Corner. Back here at halftime, Conversation Corner, special guest. My father, Michael's up from Victoria for a couple of days to come and spend some time with me. Welcome, Michael, to Bar TV.
Thank you, Dave.
Conversation Corner, first of all, I suppose the biggest issue in the week during football was the suspension of Jaden Stevenson from the Collingwood Football Club. Interesting that he got a 22-week suspension with 12 weeks suspended and a $20,000 fine. I know you've got some opinions on it. Where do you see that? The depth of his suspension. Do you think it was fair, or do you think it was a touch harsh?
I think it's over the top myself. Obviously, the AFL want to make a point about gambling, players gambling, right? But I think they've just gone crazy on the severity of this. He had 3 bets totaling $36.
Yep.
$20,000 fine, 22 weeks with 12 suspended. I think that's way out of proportion to the crime.
Okay. I know the AFL's got to do something because when it goes to its worst extent, which I was talking to you about a couple of days ago, you get into point shaving, all sorts of things, which has happened a lot in other sports.
Yes.
What do you think would have been in this case for Stevenson, given that he has bet when players aren't allowed to on his own team? What would have been fair? 5, 6 weeks? 4?
Yeah, I would have said 5 or 6 weeks.
And you would
have
said
been
that's
reasonable. Yeah, and a fine more like 3,000 or 4,000 than 20,000.
Okay. I certainly think the AFL has to do something. And to be fair, the players are told repeatedly, don't bet on football.
Yeah, the guidelines are clear.
Yes.
And he did self-report, and I would have taken that into account in fixing a fine.
I must give a heads up to Jeremy Howe, Stevenson told Jeremy Howe, the wonderful marker at half back there for Collingwood, also played for Melbourne in his early days, and Howe said immediately, you've got to go and do something about it now.
Yeah, well, that's good from a colleague. Yes.
It is from a colleague. There's the sort of people you want around a football club.
That's right.
And, Collingwood's a pretty strong football club. Despite what you think of their president, and they do try to have a good culture there at Collingwood, much as I don't like them.
I don't have the problem with the president that you clearly do.
I don't. No, I don't agree with everything that Eddie Maguire does, and he's made some silly mistakes. But Ellie Maguire, I will tell you this on air, he has done a phenomenal amount of work for that football club. When he took over as president, they were in all sorts. They were a rabble.
Yes.
And now they're one of the most. They've got more members than can fill the MCG.
Yes.
And that's you can sell that to people. And there's Collingwood fans everywhere. Everywhere
That's right.
you go. I know you like watching
Collingwood.
That's
true.
There's
Yes, I
Collingwood
do.
fans everywhere in Australia.
Yeah.
And Eddie Maguire's made Collingwood a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Onto the look, I wanted to pick your brain. That I will give an opinion. I think that the AFL had to do something. I'm not sure that a 22-week suspension is needed.
Yep.
They needed to send a message out to other players, certainly.
Yes.
I think maybe 6 to 8 I would have liked that with a moderate fine.
Yes.
Heath Shaw, as an example, did the same thing, and he got 8 weeks when
Right.
he did that. And it actually it ended up costing Heath Shaw a Collingwood career because in the end Collingwood decided to move him on because he was just seen as trouble, and he's been nothing but wonderful at my club.
Yes.
But we'll wait and see. It'll be interesting to see. Collingwood will make the finals. I've been talking with you off air.
Yes.
I think that I think that Collingwood and Geelong will make the top 4 in the preliminary final weekend. Stevenson's going to be available for the West League with the finals. That'll be very interesting.
Available, but he'll have missed 10 weeks of football
In the best part, most important part of the season.
Well, this is right, and you really, I don't think, can bring a man and place him in a key position after that kind of a break.
The last time I can think that was done was Stephen Baker when he was playing for St Kilda when he got 9 weeks for whacking the hell out of Johnson and he came back for a final.
Yes.
Now, I suppose just briefly in football, I think that everybody in the top part of the competition will be looking over their shoulder at one team in particular, and that's the West Coast Eagles. If the West Coast Eagles set fire, no one will want to play a final at Optus Stadium because I don't think the Eagles can be beaten there. The way it's looking is that if Geelong and Collingwood finish 1 and 2, you're going to have both preliminary finals at the MCG. And
Yes.
Geelong and Collingwood would love that. That suits them down to a T.
Yep.
My Giants, I'm not sure. My Giants may sneak into the top 4. They've been okay. And Fremantle, I think, are going to make the 8. I think they're playing solid footy. And I do think that the Swans, we were speaking off air, I think the Swans have been quite solid over the last 4 to 5 weeks. They had a bit of a lull, but they've been okay.
Yeah, after a very slow start,
Yeah.
I think they've been playing good football. Their win over West Coast, I thought, really surprised me. I didn't realise they were coming into that kind of form
Yeah, despite the fact that that's SCG, that's a meritorious win. They beat
Absolutely.
Hawthorn last night, who are middle of the roadside, but that's a good win. Franklin's hamstring will not help, and you would think at his age that's a 3 to 4 to 5 week go.
Oh, I would think so.
Given his history with leg injuries
and I wonder if is this a recurrence or is it a new injury? If it's a new injury, he could get back. If it's a re-injury in hamstring terms, that could almost be his season.
Which is not good for Sydney. Briefly, I know you've been watching quite closely the World Cup. Terrific win for Sri Lanka last night over England and Headingley, with Malinga taking 4. Australia going along okay.
They are.
And you would think that at the moment that there's likely to be a Final Four in some particular order of New Zealand, Australia, England and India.
Yes.
I don't think the others can quite... Someone's got to go on a real rampant run.
To force one of those teams out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I suppose when you get to a Final Four of a World Cup, they can all play. But let's talk about Australia just briefly. Are Australia going along okay?
Yes, they are. Their most recent innings was the most consistent batting performance, with Khawaja getting runs at number 3.
Yes.
That's been a hole in our batting.
Yep.
And he played beautifully. I watched his whole innings.
Yes.
And his timing and placement was superb. That makes a big difference. Smith happened to miss out, but it didn't matter.
And Maxwell made 32 off 10 balls, which is the perfect finishing.
And then was run out because of Khawaja's indifference to a run.
And, look, the World Cup's any one of those 4 sides can win it.
They could.
You just think that if Kohli and Sharma get going for India, that India are very hard to stop. And I think that Jasprit Bumrah is one of the top 3 or 4 bowlers in the world across all forms at the moment.
He's in brilliant form.
And he's a superb bowler. I remember speaking to you about his form in the Test series against Australia, and you rated him very highly.
Yep.
He's an unusual bowler in his action and the way he goes about it, but he's in superb form, as are Stark and Cummins as well.
They're bowling beautifully.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
But, look, for mine, right now, after England last night, that will actually help England. The fact that they've been beaten when they were only chasing 230, which, as we know, is a very below par score.
Yes, it is.
Anything else, just before we get back to footy, anything else that's grabbed your mind in world sport at the moment that's of note to have a quick chat about?
I've been watching the girls in the World Cup soccer.
Yep.
I'm not convinced that they can go through.
Got to play Norway. So.
This is right. Norway's a tough game.
Because they're all 6'4" Scandinavians.
And I would like to see someone other than Kerr scoring goals.
It's important.
It's important.
You put 2 people on Kerr and shut her down, where the goals come from.
That's right.
Michael, thank you for joining us on Conversation Corner. It's been great to speak with you, particularly Jaden Stevenson. I spoke to the AFL during the week, and they said, no, guys, please go on air and have a chat about it. Talk about
Good, David. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. Just back to football. I thank Michael, my father, Michael Redden, very much for his time. And we're just about ready to go here in the third quarter. Nelson Bay at an interesting stage. That one of the interesting things at the moment is that in that last second quarter, they had no avenues to goal. And we'll see if they can kick some goals this quarter. Back into it. Gemma gets a right-hand tap down. Well read by Ifield. Mulder gets a handball out. Didn't want to be tackled. O'Malley steps inside. Little short right foot kick is smothered. In and under. Is that Kelly? It was. Gibbons. Push out O'Rourke. Gibbons trying to get the football. Does. Gets a little handball out. Hopkinson. Left footer. Straight down into open pasture. Who's first at it? Kate Holland. Nutmegs her. Good tackle, Kate Holland. And comes out now to Holland. Gets the ball down into the 50-metre arc for Nelson Bay. Where are the forwards? Ball gets buffeted out of there, Medcraft. Umpire says, that'll be mine, thank you. That Warms over there. He's holding that right elbow. I think she's going to be okay. McGrath, Tanisha with the ruck contest here. Ball comes down. Well read O'Rourke. Gets it forward. And just goes through from behind. So 2 straight kicks the difference. Kendall, I've got it as 3-4-22, 1-4-10. Thank you. 2 straight goals the difference in what is a tight game of women's football here at Adcock Park. Sudis runs a distance. Oh, smothered very well by Wright. Kicks back in the centre is very dangerous. Someone's going to pick it up. Sudis just gets a kick out. Mulder. Jones will have too much body strength for Mulder. Good tackle, Mulder, however. And the ball's out of bounds. And with the Tigers or the Maggies players in front of us. Maggie's players coming in front of us there. They're playing in about an hour's time. Throw in by Gibbons. Roll red Astley. Gemma turns around, screws around, gets it to the hot spot. Very clever kick by Astley. McGrath off to right, smothered brilliantly by Sudis. Right will go again here. Out on all fours there. Sudis, another 5-metre kick. That breeze is getting cold. Walmsley, can she kick a goal? Misses to the side. Importantly, that's 3 kicks the difference. Nelson Bay, 3-5-23. Gosford, 1-4-10. And I'm very grateful that Kendall's got those pegs in that tent. Very grateful at the moment. And strong breeze blowing now. And a very cool afternoon on the central coast of New South Wales. Sutis runs out the square. Goes wide. Chest mark taken. Kelly. Holland's on her own. There's Wright. Good tackle, Sutis, straight away. Got to stay on your feet if you can. Medcraft gets it out. She's in trouble. If she can't get rid of it, she can. That's a very good tackle put on Kimpton. She gets it out, however. Handball. Kate Holland. Chance. Caitlin Holland. And I think she's done it. Waiting on the goal umpire has. Well done, Kate Holland, the league representative captain, coming out from half-back flank. Goal to Holland. Nelson Bay, 4-5-29. Gosford, 1-4-10. With thanks to our sponsors, Tyre Power, Subway Morisset, Bar TV Sports, and Central Coast Physiotherapy. Don't forget to tune in to us at 5 to 2 this afternoon. Black Diamond Cup action, Gosford and Wyong Lakes, Central Coast Derby. And should be a cracking afternoon. Really looking forward to call that with the great Lucas Holmes, Kendall Clawson, and myself, David Redden. Tap out. Both players missed it, actually. Kakarowski tries to get a handball out to Gibbons. Gibbons again for what must be a 25th touch. Bounce. Touch of arrogance. Second bounce. Onto the square. Goes long. Puts it up. Where are the forwards? Oh, almost a mark. Out of there comes on number 31. And she's kicked it. That's Zanita Pereira. That's a goal. Great work. Good response. And Pereira will have to go in as an unknown player. So, Gosford, 2-4-16. Immediate response from them. And Nelson Bay, 4-5-29. Game on. Coffee's gone cold, I think. Has, but it's good. Still good coffee. Nelson Bay up by 13 here. Really tight game of football here. And Kate Holland kicks a goal, and immediately Zanita Pereira responds with a little left foot snap. Hopkinson and Astley. Astley hits that into Hopkinson, actually. Mulder trying to get it out. Does. D'Amico in the defensive quarterback. Gibbons, great tackle, Gemma Astley. Superb. And stop Gibbons getting away there. About 6 minutes gone this quarter. Astley's up. Hopkinson's up. Astley wins that one down. Ilfeld, who's been really good, the top-up player from the entrance. Astley's copped the corky at that last rock contest. Kelly. Been very good today, Kelly. Most impressed with her. O'Rourke. Needs to pick it up if she can. Does. Good tackle, Kimpton. And holding on, and a free kick, O'Rourke. Just hope Gemma Astley has got a cork in that right quad. And in that ruck contest. Let's just hope she can run that out. We'll be very sore tonight. Forward from O'Rourke. No one takes the mark. Walmsley thrusts up a left hand. No good. Medcraft gets a little kick out and taken by Kakarowski. Comes wide. Goes the open side of the ground. Not sure who you're kicking it to. Good tackle over the shoulder first. Over the shoulder against Ashcroft, I think, there. And kick coming back here to Jones. You can see her options in front. Not much movement. Walmsley was moving for her. Intercept mark comes out. Does well. Taps it to herself and gets a kick out Combox side. At the back is Solomon. Gets it to ground. Hopkinson. Great tackle. Joanna Wilson came from 3 or 4 yards back and brilliant. That's your kick, Wilkinson. And Hopkinson doing the right thing and giving it to her properly. Mertens comes in and takes the umpiring as the other umpire moves forward. Medcraft, a lovely little edge out on McGrath. Just subtle with a forearm. Medcraft, experienced player now. Comes wide. Should have been a mark taken there from Carl. Dropped to sitter. Solomon at ground level. Going with the soccer tactics, bit dangerous. Hopkinson, smothered brilliantly by Holland, who was then dragged out of it. That's dangerous play, and Flint will... Yeah, Flint's going to take a dangerous... She had her hands on the football. An opposition play kicked at it. So Flint, big strong player, has had a great game. They real key back build. Tall and strong. Good mark. Well done, drifting in there. Wilson's had a couple of very good minutes. An effective tackle and a good mark. Goes short and wide and finds right. Too far out to score. Gibbons standing the mark. Holland's not, though. Steps a player. Steps gives Kate Holland's a chance, let me tell you, from there. Falls short. Bumped out of there was Allen, and that will be a ball up, I think. It'll be a Gosford throw-in, though. About 9 minutes gone, third quarter. Nelson Bay up by 13 points. Medcraft will take the throw-in. Just for those of you who aren't aware, the home team must take the throw-ins if there's no boundary umpires. Medcraft puts it in. McGrath gets a double-handed tap out. Medcraft comes in from the throw-in. Wilson, another effective tackle. O'Rourke. And out of bounds. So another throw-in here. Nelson Bay up by 3 kicks, 13 points. A reminder that we have Black Diamond Cup football coming to you this afternoon. Wyong Lakes and Gosford. Cannot wait for that. Should be a cracking game of footy. It's going to put the iPad onto charge. There we go. Ball comes out. Centre half forward. Dangerous area for Gosford. Mulder. Walmsley gets a good kick at that. Where's that ball going? Bounces on its end. You wouldn't believe it. Right a chance from short. Well done, Gibbons at quarterback. Walmsley, another chance. Was that touched? But goal umpire doesn't know. So consultation coming. Was the ball touched? I reckon this is a goal to Walmsley, and is. Goal to Walmsley. Megan Walmsley's first. And our scores. Nelson Bay 5-5-35. Gosford 2-4-16. Halfway through quarter number 3, and that's a very important goal for the Marlins. Puts them 4 kicks in front. And that will be very important in the long run. Lucas Holmes is about 20 minutes away. He's been umpiring at the Black Diamond Plate game between Warners Bay and Lake Macquarie this morning. And he'll be joining us, and we'll be co-commentating this afternoon. Can't wait for that. Do you have the great man with us? He'll have some interesting points. I'm sure I'm talking about Jaden Stevenson as well, being a big Collingwood man, our Louis. Kakarovsky off the ground, under the block. Another soccer tactics come in there. Wilson needs to pick it up. Downey gets it forward for Nelson Bay, one of the top-up plays from the entrance. Wright could have got a free kick, not paid. And held in, and Zali Merton said, that's mine. Although those shorts for Downey are Kalani Vale, so I'm not quite sure which club she plays for. I thought they were all at the entrance today. This is, I felt she is, but the entrance Baddo Bay play normally. They've got the bye today. Good to see them giving players over. That's the spirit of women's footy. D'Amico, a good long kick. Holland's going to ask for a handball here, I reckon. There's Kate Holland. Dumps, careers down the line. Graceful as always, down the line. Gets to Ifield. Over there to Downey. Ifield dropped it. That's a good tackle, Ifield. They've got to get it off their, back onto their feet. Do now. Flint will thump it forward to centre half forward. I'm assuming that Jim Wrestler's having a quick break because I can't see her out there at all. Right. Gets it going forward. It's smothered. O'Rourke, who's been lively in the forward line. Walmsley again. Comes to ground. Player at the back's got a head injury. And wonder if there's a cut there to Jessica Lucas. Are they stopping play? They are not. Lucas is struggling a bit there. Out there comes Hopkinson. Good win in the ruck contest. No, Lucas isn't bleeding, so hopefully she'll be okay. Gibbons, BOG for mine. Been superb. And he's the player who's almost as good as a Kate Holland today. Gibbons gets 2 kicks in a row through desperation and speed. Gets a clearing kick. Over here to one of our goal kickers, Pereira. Zanita goes forward, down the line. Mark, brilliant. So Gemma Astley's gone back to look after that cork. Going that deep in defence is Gemma. Well done, O'Malley. Too quick. Down the line with a little grubby kick. Zanita's over there. Can she get onto her natural left foot? She does now in front of Kelly. Well done, Pereira. Holland ghosting back to help. Astley might get the ball to Holland. No, she goes onto her right. A perfect kick, Gemma Astley. Very skillful, actually, to Kelly. And Kelly's going to slow the play down just for a second. Comes inboard. 1-on-2 contest. Not overly smart. Kakarovsky's going backwards, looking for players. Gets spots D'Amico, usually reliable. Hopkinson has been really tried hard today in the ruck. Ball coming out. Almost right in the back there was Wilson. Surely a free kick. And paid by Mertens. This is Kimpton. Starting to get quite dark and dim here now. You wouldn't be surprised if there's rain coming. Gemma Astley's away and shouldn't bother with a short kick. Goes with a three-quarter wedge. It goes 45 metres. Perfect lace-out football to right. Needs to find open pasture. Does. That's Walmsley. She'll take the chest mark and centre half forward. Now they need to keep on running. Wright's running for her, and she's free. If she can spot her, she's free in the left pocket. She goes the opposite direction. Goes towards Eifeld on the far side. Now gets the football intercepted by Gibbons brilliantly. Little short kick comes out to that centre wing. Anybody's ball. Chasing is Kelly. Puts a good bump on O'Malley. O'Malley rides it well. Another bump, Kelly. Comes out in Mulder. Good tackle, O'Malley. Great contest. Hopkinson, good tackle, Mulder. Needs to get a handball out if she can. Gets a kick out somehow. Don't know how, Kelly. Gone. Mertens is running. What a beautiful tackle by Holly Gibbons again, who's been brilliant for Gosford today. Michael, we might move your table shortly. That's looking ominous at the moment. Gibbons. A lovely kick out towards Hopkinson, who's improved as the days got along. If I called her Sophie before, I do apologise. It is Samantha Hopkinson. Coming hard, Gemma, and away she goes. Oh, right foot step from Gem. She'll be happy with that tonight. Lovely work, Mulder. But picked off there at the back. Just can't get it past half forward. Gosford centre half-back line's been very good today. Kakarovsky. Handball comes out. Lovely to Kimpton. Really clever. Onto the block. Now, where's Kate Holland? She's sitting there loitering with intent, but gets stepped. Nice tackle right at the end, but Amy Sitter's got a kick out. This is an important ball here. Out here towards Downey. Oh, pushing the back. Got to be paid, surely. Blatant, but not paid. That's a pirouette. That should be holding the ball then, and is. Yeah, happy with that call. And a good work by Downey. Very effective tackle. Been good today, Downey. Real good. Looking for options. She's going to come Combok side. Flint's over there, but she's going to kick it straight down the throat of Kimpton. Tash Flint comes onto the mark. Kimpton looking at her options. There's not much movement. A little bit static. Downey in front. Holland at the back. And that'll be a free kick, Downey, against Amy Sitters for a push out. Now, is Kate Holland going to go and give her a short ball square? She's going to go and looking for Flint again. Player on the mark just went to sleep, and Downey's good enough to kick it long, run straight past him, but Gibbons has been just superb today. Really has got a lot of kicks. Short ball, trying to find Kakarovsky. Kakarovsky, who's a very strong player and knows how to hit. Well done, Kimpton. Here's a chance for Gosford up there. I don't have a 26 in my sheet. Sudas over the shoulder, I thought. That's a throw. Should be a free kick down here, and is. Away goes Kate. They're going to play advantage to Kate. They are. Just tapped out by Flint. Gibbons was on the fly there. Good tackle, Hopkinson. She's in trouble. Big, strong tackle, and decision is. Merton says that's mine. About 2.5 minutes left in the quarter. Can Gosford find a way to goal in this last couple of minutes? Tap out Hopkinson. Good tackle, Mulder. Short kick. She got that out. Eifeld want to get on the left. Gets a right-hand handball out. Mulder. tackling inside. That's an illegal handball. It's one-hander. Anyone's ball here. They're very tight. It's been a tough quarter. Out of there comes Pereira. Tries to beat two and gets pinged. Play on. It should have been. No, she stopped herself. Eifeld, who's been very effective today. Looking on that left foot of hers. Gets a good kick on that. That's gone over everyone. So it clears the path. 50 metres it gets. McGrath. No, sorry. That's O'Rourke. Gets it going into the forward line. There's McGrath in 36. Chasing hard. Off the ground right. Kicks it into the attacking zone. Goes again with a second kick. Might go with a third. Does. That one might have gone out of bounds in the full, though. Just waiting to see what the umpire calls. Yeah, it was out of bounds in the full. So Wright's third kick ineffectual. And we have 35-16, 19 points of difference in favour of Nelson Bay. Not long to go in quarter number 3. Medcraft, a little short kick down the line, over to half-back flank. Big contest there. There's been a lot of pack play today, a lot of in-close tackling. Good work there, Hopkinson, getting off Kakarovsky. Pereira want to get on that left. She's been lively today, especially on that left side. Over there is Solomon. Stays, now gets on her feet. Well done. Gets a handball out. Jones. And still alive. Merton's lets the play go there. She's letting the girls go, which is great. Kakarovsky goes to the bump on Kelly. Kelly rides it well. Kakarovsky, another bump on O'Rourke and barrels her out the way. She's a very strong player, Kakarovsky. Loves to use that shoulder. Caitlin Holland flies through the middle. Off goes the league centre halfback. Beautiful kick. Finds Downey, who's got space and time. Should play on. Does. Eifield's on a natural left if she turns around. She's got space and time. That's a good left foot. D'Amico stops it going through. Behind. Nelson Base 5-6-36. Gosford 2-4-16. Not long left in quarter number 3. A reminder of Bar TV's coverage of the Black Diamond Cup fixture between Gosford and Wyong Lakes at 1:55 p.m. Lucas Holmes, David Redden and Kendall Corson joining you for that one. Sutis comes out wide. Kicks it very short. Very. Kakarovsky will probably want to turn on the right. Gets it going straight down the spine. Holland. Big Murley off break that one. Holland putting her weight in. It is a free kick against her, I think, this time. Or is that three-quarter time? No, it is a free kick. Free kick against Caitlin Holland over the shoulder to Kimpton. Looking at her options, Compton. She's probably going to come this. Looking at the way she's looking, she's going to come down our side. She does to Medcraft. I'm sorry. Little short kick comes off the ground. Solomon. Out there to Eifeld, sorry. McGrath, handball out. Right, can she pick it up? No, she can't. 4 or 5 goes. Needs a handball there from Wilson. Gets it right. She's in pasture now. Gibbons chasing it to death. Where are the forwards? Tracy Allen's up there. There's Downey putting a body in. O'Rourke staying on her feet. Desperate for Gosford. D'Amico, a reliable, solid player in defence. Very well done, D'Amico. Gets it to O'Malley. They've cleared the danger momentarily. Kelly's going to put it back in, though. And that kick counts. And it's three-quarter time. So, end of the third quarter. Nelson Bay, 5-6-36. Gosford, 2-4-16. Kendall and I'll be back with you for the start of the fourth quarter very shortly. Back with you at Adcock Park. First of all, some plate scores from around the grounds. Here at Adcock Park, the entrance batter by a big percentage boost, 192, 28-24 to Gosford, 4 behinds. Big win for Warners Bay, who are on a real flyer at the moment in the plate. Warners Bay, 13-3-81. Great shooting. Lake Macquarie, 7-7-49. That puts a nice gap between Warners Bay and Lake Macquarie at 6 and 7. That's the closest anyone's got to Terrigal Avoca in a couple of years. Terrigal Avoca 9-10-64 in a great game of football, defeating Killarney Vale 8-2-50 at Hilton Moore Oval. Newcastle City 10-17-77 defeated Mossabrook 2-2-14. And in the 11 o'clock fixture, that's still going, was West Newcastle 5-1-31 to Maitland 2 straight 12. Over to women's fixtures, and these are obviously, most of these are current. West Newcastle 2 behinds. Paying Maitland 13-18-96. Here, Nelson Bay up by 20. Warners Bay 10-5-65. Lake Macquarie 1 behind. The girls will be very happy with that. Tracy Baker and the team. Port Stephens, he's one for you. It looks like Port Stephens is going to have a good win. Port Stephens 5-10-40. Singleton 1-1-7. Now, this doesn't surprise me. Killarney Vale, who I think will make the grand final. Killarney Vale 9-3-57. Terrigal Avoca 3-4-22 at Hilton Moore, just around the corner. And Newcastle City leading Muswellbrook by 60. Killarney Vale, for mine, looking very, very ominous in the women's competition. Of course, a couple of buys today. Wyong Lake's one of them in the women's comp. Back here with you, Kendall Clausen and David Redden, and not too far away from the start of the fourth quarter. And next week we're in Maitland for the first time this year. We'll see Gosford again. Maitland and Gosford in the Black Diamond Cup. Can't wait to call that up in the Lower Hunter. And I'll be staying up in the Hunter next week. We've got a Warners Bay event at the Warners Bay Hotel on Saturday night, so can't wait for that. And then we've got a series of games in the Central Coast with Maitland in the middle. And I think the week after that we may very well be at Don Small Oval in Tacoma the week after that for Bar TV. And we'll just have look at my schedule in a little, if I can bring that up while we've got a second. I'll go and tell you just briefly what our schedule is. I need to get Google Calendar up. There we go. So we have, we've had that one there. So Maitland and Gosford followed on this. So Maitland and Gosford is the 29th of June. 6th of July, we have Terrigal Avoca and Warners Bay at Hilton Moore Oval around the corner. And then on the 13th, we're again at Don Small Oval with Wyong Lakes playing Maitland on the 13th of July. So a lot of Central Coast games at the moment. But Maitland next week, look forward to getting up there to the good people. My man Kevin Grooves, who my father actually lectured at what was then called Charles Sturt University. Oh, in fact, it was Riverina College. But yeah, one of the great guys at Maitland Football Club. Pulled me aside recently and said, "Oh, your father lectured me at Wagga." And I said, "Oh, really?" So looking forward to seeing Kevin and all the guys up there at Maitland next week. Yes, Kendall was just showing us the radar, and it's gone all down there, and Newcastle's absolutely getting pounded. Now, that's an addition? Is it only? There's no changes at all, but he's an addition? Is anybody actually out? Did you name 22, or would you just name 21? 21. Yeah, so Hunt's the addition. Thank you very much for that. I'll put that in. Great. Thank you very much for that. We see you again next week as well at Bar TV. We're up there at Gosford and Maitland next week. Yeah, so look forward to seeing you up at Max McMahon Oval. Yeah, yes, it's been a very good game. Really good. Almost ready to go on the start of the fourth quarter. Nelson Bay up by 20 points. Zali Mertens with the football. Very good junior umpire. She's only 16 years old. Very assured and composed. Doesn't get rattled. Gemma Astley, again, a good tap out. She's been good today, Gemma. Good pick up. Want to run around onto her right. Doesn't get a full contact with the ball. Gets it going forward, however. Over there's Churchwood. Under enormous pressure. Walmsley, lurking with the 10. Goes soccer tactics, which is effective. Tracy Allen is up there in the forward line. Good tackle, Allen on Sudis. Very good tackle. That ball's gone backwards, I reckon. And it's hit the post. So that is a post up behind a Nelson Bay. Nelson Bay 5-7-37. Gosford 2-4-16. Can't wait to call Gosford and Wyong Lakes later on this afternoon as well. Gibbons, superb today. Really good low to ground. Gets it out wide. Gemma Ampley intercepts. She wants a good bounce here and doesn't get it. Certainly doesn't get it, Gemma. And ball out of bounds. She'll be cranky with that. She had a chance of getting around onto that right boot and squaring it up. Nelson Bay up by 21 points here and seemingly reasonably comfortable holding on. Gemma Astley, the ruck is in the ruck here for Nelson Bay, and Hopkinson for Gosford. Won by Gemma, picked off by Gibbons. Handball comes out O'Malley. Pereira. Astley bends over. Tries to get a handball out. Does under pressure. Pereira. Good tackle there by Kelly. Ball at ground level, and away they come. Hopkinson just gets away from Downey. Arches the back. Does a very good job to get that ball clear. Away go Gosford into attack. Got to get in front. Ball's come down right in front of us. This is directly in front of the com box. Tries to get it out, and that ball still stays in. O'Malley. Good tackle, Eifeld. Wilson falls over, really. No free kick. Well, that was a throw. Carl's in all sorts of trouble and gone. Good tackle, Wilson. That is the third or fourth tackle she's put on this second half that's been very effective. Injured player down to our left. Good drop punt. Looking for Gemma Astley. Comes late, gets a touch on it over Gibbons. As you would expect, there's a 7 or 8 inch difference there. Kelly, been very strong today in Nelson Bay's top 6. That's almost a mark. D'Amico puts a tackle on. Flint's who's gone forward. Can't quite see Caitlin Holland at the moment. Oh, there she is right in the centre of the ground. The statuesque league skipper. Kelly's got cramp on the right of screen. McGrath trying to put pressure on, puts a tackle on Gibbons. Gibbons gets a lot quick hands out. Flint gets around under, hasn't got a left and has gone for holding the ball. Will probably be a free kick to Holly Gibbons, I think. Or is it D'Amico? D'Amico takes it. It is Holly Gibbons. No, it is D'Amico's kick. Straight down the wing. Good long kick. Gets 50 metres out of that. Mulder. Can't pick it up. Got to bend. Does now. Good tackle. Again, good contest made there. Again, Mulder sticking with it. Trying to gets it out to Gemma, who's free. Goes back to the quarterback. There's Kate Holland, her great mate. Gee, they played some footy together, those two. On to Flint. Grand finals, rep footy, a lot of football. Astley and Holland, they're deadly. Wright, who's been very effective today. Where's she going to go here, Wright? She's got Kelly on, and that's where she's gone. And she drops the chest mark, actually, Kelly. She'll be cranky with that. Kimpton, Eifeld. Ball comes out to Kimpton. Good tackle, Caitlin Holland. Brilliant. Perfect technique right around the hips. 5th or 6th time today, her tackling's been excellent, Kate Holland. Excellent. School teacher by trade is our Kate. Puts the ball up forward. Chest mark Flint. And Flint, who's been in Nelson Bay's top 6 today, will go back from no more than, probably, it's going to end up being a 30-metre kick. Flint can definitely get the distance. Low ball, Shanks it, I reckon, quite badly. And a behind. Nelson Bay, 5'8", I've got it 5'8", 38, 2'4", 16. Kendall, do you agree? Thank you. 38, 16, 22 points of difference, 5 minutes gone, last quarter. Hello, mate, how are you? Good to see you back playing first grade. The better brother. Out there towards Kimpton. Oh, good tackle again. Holland in and under. Kate's not without a chance. Has a bounce, Kate Holland. I'll finish the goal. Shanks it right. 5'9", 39 Nelson Bay. Gosford 2'4", 16. About 6 minutes gone. Wyong Lakes are going to come across the front of the screen in a minute. Then they're getting ready for their big game against Gosford in about half an hour's time. Suitus. There's Braden Toz. Good intercept made by Kelly. Lucas has one kick, gets a second kick, has a third crack. Well done, Lucas. Ball goes no more than 10 metres, but she's done a job. Kelly, squaring ball, almost marked by Eifeld. Brilliantly read there by Churchwood. Eliza. That ball's gone onto the block. That's gone a long way. Jones needs to pick it up. Doesn't. Goes Ronaldo tactics. Does a little pirouette onto Pereira, who wants to get that left going, and she does. Almost to Mark Gibbons. She'll have a chance to pick it up. I'd imagine she put a step on. Brilliant left foot step. Now it's going to go out of bounds in the forward pocket. And if Gibbons is, you would imagine Gibbons a Wine Lakes player, and they're a real shout at the Final Four. And the Wine Lakes people that are looking at this will think, how well has she played? She's been terrific today, under lots of pressure. Caitlin Holland is in the top 3 on the ground as well. Up towards Kelly, who's been very good, one of Nelson Bay's top 6 surely. Poor kick this time, straight into Kekarovski, and that's not smart. Madison strong. O'Malley shanks the kick diabolically. Pereira, good player. Left-footed, however, there's no one back there. Needed to lower the eyes. Kate Holland saying, let's play tempo footy. Comes to her right. Doesn't have a bounce? No, she doesn't. Goes long, trying to find Walmsley. Gets it on the boot, and Luck's a fortune, ends up in Wilson's hands. And Gemma will take a chest mark here. And continue on with hands to Eifeld, who's a lefty. Gets onto a left. No, smothered brilliantly by Jess Lucas. Really well done. Second effort comes out. Gemma Astley comes through like a freight train. Does it without the football, however. Hopkinson. Shoulder. And whose free kick is it, Zali? It's Hopkinson's against Downey. And Gibbons will give the football over. Oh, sorry. She had a hand out the wrong way. Downey's got the free kick. Handball comes out, Eifeld. Back to Downey. Needed one more step to get a decent kick into that one. Short ball comes forward. Kakarovsky, a good chest mark under pressure. Gemma Astley will stay on the mark. Looking at her options, there's not really many at the moment. She's going to come Combox side. Oh, she spotted Carl's on her own. Should have gone one more step forward and taken a chest mark. Just a lack of experience. Holland will make that tackle. What a brilliant tackle and a one-hand handball. Should have been a free kick, Kate Holland. There she picks up the ball, the league fourth captain, straight down the line. Flint will take that on the chest. Superb football, Kate Holland. Off to Flint. That's not so good. It will bounce in. Walmsley a chance and then out of bounds in the forward pocket. Nelson Bay comfortably in front here. 23 points of difference. Be a very important win for the Marlins. They've had a tough season. And a long way to come to get a victory. And they'll have a good bus trip home tonight to the Tomari Peninsula. Beautiful part of the world. Ball goes over the top. Anybody's ball now. Kakarovsky's been in Gosford's best 6-4 Shaw. Flint, good tackle, Maddie. Should have been a free kick possibly. Gemma puts the speed on. Good tackle, Gibbons. Gemma gets a second crack at it, screws it across the face of goals. Right, a chance off the ground, perhaps? No. Unholding without the football. Bit unlucky. She was over it, but probably there. And right to go back for her third goal today. Needs to take her time. Short. How she's kicked that short from 20 metres, I don't know. Nelson Bay, 5-10-40. Gosford, 2-4-16. Halfway through the final quarter. Emma Sudis with the footy. Looks like she's coming Combox side to a crowd of players. Gets it up in the air. Hopkinson at the back misses. Downey, Eifeld. Kakarovsky falling over. Didn't touch anybody, so didn't give away a free. Hopkinson. Walmsley goes with hands. Holland. No left foot. Again, Gemma steps inside. Gemma's a chance. No, smothered off the boot from there. Allen trying to put pressure on. Where are the forwards putting pressure on? Here's right. D'Amico goes to ground in desperation. Right again. Good tackle in there. Right again. Good contest. D'Amico will not miss that tackle. Pins her arms. Umpire says that's mine, I think. Yep. Looks like Tash Flint and Sophie D'Amico on this one. No, it's Hopkinson. Gets a right hand down there. Well done, Hopkinson. Walmsley off the ground, Kimpton. And a free kick given. Not quite sure what for there. I thought both players were on their feet and both kicked at the footy, which is totally legitimate. However, Mulder, now she's going to kick. I'll just get a natural distance here in my view here. Probably 30 metres out. This will test her for distance. Mulder. One step. Where the markers mark Flint. Now, she's not in the square, so she won't be straightened up. But from point-blank distance, Now, are they saying this is in the square? I thought it was outside. No, it was. So she's going to come straight on, which now means she will kick the goal. Well, and very well deserved, Flint. She's been outstanding today. Natasha Flint a goal. And our score read. Nelson Bay 6-10-46 now running away with the game. Gosford 2-4-16. With thanks to Belmont 16-footers and our major sponsor, Hunter Haval and Brian Hilton Haval at North Gosford. Back to the centre. 13 minutes gone this quarter. And at the moment, we're missing that rain, which Kendall showed me a radar a few minutes ago. And goodness me, Newcastle must be comping at the moment. We've been very lucky here so far at Adcock Park. Astley, missed by Gibbons. It's the first time she's missed one today. Eifeld forward. Holland at the back there. No, it wasn't Caitlin. That's Mulder in 8. I'm sorry. Flint backs out the pack. 2 in a minute. Yep. Great work, Tash Flint. Another goal playing at centre half forward. Nelson Bay 7-10-52. Gosford 2-4-16. With thanks to Tyre Power, Bar TV, Subway Morisset and Central Coast Physiotherapy, and Awards R Us and ISC. Subway Morisset open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily. Subway, eat fresh. Expecting the arrival of the great Lucas James Holmes reasonably shortly. I've told him to go and park at Macca's today. He won't get parking in here. And hope the great man will be joining us very soon. Up goes Gemma. She'll win that contest against Hopkins. She's just a bit too tall and a bit too strong for her. Out there, Gibbons, who's been wonderful for Gosford today. Good tackle on right. Could have been a free kick. Gibbons coming out for at least her 30th touch. Oh, good tackle, however. Hopkinson gets a left foot. She has tried so hard today, Hopkinson. There's the fend from Holland. Off to a mate Astley, who thumps it forward, clearing the area again. Tash Flint leading the way here. Can she get her hands on it? No, she can't. Jess Lucas is interfering. Now she gets to it, Flint. Can she get it out to Wormsley? She can't. It's almost holding the football. Took an eternity to get rid of it. Out there to Ashcroft. Well done, Sophie. Sophie D'Amico gets that football out, goes down to the centre wing. Kelly, a little nudge, does the business, gets the ball going forward. Good contest there, Eifeld, who's I think has been very impressive. The entrance Bateau Bay play today for him. She's done a real good job for Nelson Bay. Holland, handball's out fine, sees Ashley. She might go back to Caitlin Holland here. Doesn't. Intercepted by D'Amico. Gemma Astley beats a tackle. Beats 2, beats 3. Too strong, Gemma. Thumps the ball forward. Good work, Sudis at the back. Allen can't quite catch her. Back there towards Kakarovsky. Hasn't stopped trying either. Pereira, who's been very well today. Little nippy forward. Handy left footer. Got to bend over. Madcraft, who's skillful at getting her hands up in the air. Gets herself a possession. Sudis onto the left. Grubber. Where is the defenders? This is desperation stakes. Gets it out with a tiny little kick. Should go soccer tactics. He decides not to. Picks it up. Pereira on a left. This would be, guess who's at quarterback? Caitlin Holland. Smart. Shanks the ball off the side of the boot. Lucks a fortune and hits Eifeld. Who's away under a left. Gets a good 40-metre distance into that one. Coming at 1,000,000 miles an hour was Lucas. Misses the footy. Wormsley. Got to get rid of it. Does. Good pass. Ends up with right on the chest. Gemma Astley square for her. Now, Gemma is not without a chance from there. No steps. Now, I reckon Gemma's thinking goal here. Thumps it forward. Where are they? Sudis reads it best. Allen tries to put a tackle on. Does. Where are they at ground level? Flint. Allen picks it up now. Can't quite get a kick out. And ball held in. And Zali Merton said, that'll be mine. 16 and a half minutes gone. Quarter number 4. Tap out Flint. Mulder gets it out with hands to Wormsley. Can't quite pick it up. D'Amico can. Gets a kick out. Gemma Astley takes a chest mark just near the edge of the cricket block. Gemma would have to flush this. She's not without a chance in this distance. Afternoon, Poggy. How are you, brother? Gemma Astley. Good piece of that. Now, was that touch on the end? Guess who? Gibbons. Shortest player on the field, gets the touch. Comes out, puts her head over the football. She's got that ball 45 metres just through desire and want there. Holland steps onto her right foot, turns around, gets it long. Can't be marked by Lucas. But McGrath gets a handball out. Holland and Gibbons in there, two of the best players on the ground. I'm sure they'll be in the boats. Pereira, little left foot soccer kick comes out. Hopkinson. Astley comes late. That might have been downfield. Not paid. Medcraft gets a play to ground. Here's Pereira. Goes to the left-hand handball. Eifeld. Player down in the background there. Good kick, Eifeld. Who's underneath it? Flint. Gibbons again. Goodness gracious me. One bounce. Two bounces. Left foot step superb. Goes wide. Mark missed there. Gets it out Jones. Eifeld right-hand handball. Back to Jones. Very clever. Goes forward Jones. Mark missed by McGrath. Where's Flint? There's Sudis. Allen can't quite get the tackle effective before the kick comes out. Kakarovsky's coming in a million mile an hour. Good tackle, Kakarovsky. Or she got holding the play without the football. Has. Just the timing slightly off. And Wright will take a justified free kick. Holland's off at 45 degrees. You can see Kate Holland in the middle of the screen there. Right. Probably told to play on, I would think. Goes forward. Gibbons misses a mark. Allen can't quite pick it up. D'Amico somehow gets a kick out there. Wright might put a step on here off the left. Eifield's going to get a chance. She'll want to get around on her left foot and kicks it out of bounds into the creek almost. And we've got about 2 minutes left. Nelson Bay going to end up winning this by 5 or 6 goals. A good performance. Hard earned, I'll tell you. It's been tough in and under. And it should be a free kick to Gosford. That ball went clearly out of bounds of the full. And it is to Sophie D'Amico. Comes wide. Gemma Astley's going to run, and she might have a pink from there, Gemma. What's she done? Put it to the hot spot. Gibbons with one hand reaches out, gets contact. Holland chasing Pereira. Pereira one to left. Gibbons, great tackle, Caitlin Holland. Can Walmsley finish Holland's work? Took one step too many and smothered. Well done, Pereira. Hopkinson gets the football. Out on the right, check side kicks effective. Ball's gone 40 metres. Ball's gone 45 metres now. Pushing the back. Good call. Got to give it back properly, does. And Jones had a good day today as well. Picked up the touches. Eifeld has been very impressive. And must be one of the bat entrance's best players. She's doing very good today. Downey really trying hard. Seems to be a real hard worker, Downey. Eifeld. Gemma Astley wide to Jones. Good afternoon, Lucas James Holmes. Caitlin, no, that's not Holland. That's Wright. Off to Wright now. Here's a chance. Gets a low ball going forward. Sutis. Straight down the spine. Dangerous kick. Lucas. Chance. Gets a handball out to Pereira and misses. Kate Holland in over there. Can she get on her right foot? Wheels around. Caitlin Holland. And touched by Gibbons over the line. Nelson Bay 7-11-53. Gosford 2-4-16. Last seconds of this game. And very good performance by Nelson Bay. And there is full time. So the final score, Nelson Bay 7-11-53. Gosford 2-4-16. And the Subway Morissette, most unusually, but very well deserved, Holly Gibbons from the Gosford Tigers. So that's all on behalf of Kendall Clawson and David Redden, with thanks to Michael for his halftime comments in Conversation Corner. Lucas Holmes and I will be back in about 12 minutes' time to call the big game between Gosford and Wine Lakes. Thank you and well done, Nelson Bay.